player by the name of John Elmore, you should know, averages just under 23 a game, 9th leading scorer in the nation, 4th leading scorer among players in the big dance. Elmore not the only star on the team. Aideen Panava, 130 blocks on the year, 21 more than anybody else in the country. First player to average 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks since a guy by the name of Emeka Okafor. What they're really about as a team is pace. They play an entertaining style. They want to run, 8th fastest pace in D1 basketball, averaging over 76 a game. A stark contrast in styles where they take on Wichita State, who would love to grind it out. So, how do you get the pace in your favor? I know a good guy to ask. Marshall head basketball coach Dan D'Antoni is my guest here on SportsCenter. And, Coach, there's basketball talk we'll get to, and that'll be important. But let's start with the fun stuff. Are you going to go T-shirt and blazer for your game against Wichita?
Well, that's what I've always worn. 1995, I started doing that way back in high school. So it's been good to me. They used to call me T-shirts when I came to school. So that's kind of what I wear and enjoy. I feel comfortable. And, you know, you get superstitious after a while.
Heck yeah. And the thing about you as a coaching lifer, you've done everything there is to do in this game, NBA, college, high school, but this is the first tournament game. So when the ball goes up and you guys are playing in the tournament, what's that represent to you?
Well, the biggest thing was just coming back to Marshall. And I came back for the reason that I wanted to put Marshall back toward national recognition. And I kind of felt like it was a destiny that I come back. They wanted Mike. I was the second pick. But you know what? Second picks are good sometimes.
You keep talking about Mike. Obviously, that's your brother. And folks are I'm sure, familiar with his style with Houston. How similar would you say your basketball philosophy is to your brother's?
Well, we adapted it from our two teams. Mike watched my team, I watched his team. We didn't have centers that stayed in the post. We had to take quick shots because we couldn't move the ball around enough to get another shot. So we had to take the ones they gave us. So we played an open style, a fast style. That was West Virginia, Southern West Virginia style basketball. And we took it from Marshall, and of course Mike went over to Europe. Improved on it a lot. I learned a lot from him by going to the NBA, and just feel lucky and opportunity-wise to come back here and help some kids out that love basketball.
I do want to ask an X's and O's question, because so often basketball and the tournament is a question of style, and your philosophy couldn't be much different than the team you're playing against. They want it to be rugged and tough and low scoring, and you guys want to go and possessions and threes and all the rest. So how do you get the flow of the game in your favor as opposed to letting Wichita make it what they want it to be?
Make shots. Real simple. We'll come out. We'll spread them out. We make you guard. We'll make you guard the entire 50-foot from half line back. I try to get all of our players to where they feel comfortable about scoring. It's hard to get off of us because any member on the floor, wherever they're standing, can score. So it will come down to which team really plays the best the way they want to play. So hopefully that'll be us. We're going to give it a good run.
Last thought, Coach, and look, I get that you don't look past games, but the bracket makes it impossible to ignore that the possibility to play West Virginia exists. What would that mean if it happened? What would it mean to the state?
Well, I'm going to buy some airline stock because it might be a lot of passengers getting on at that time. But you know, it means a lot. You know, it's a game that we probably differ a little bit in thought. I think that game ought to be played every year, regardless. They're a little hesitant with it, but you know, it's great for West Virginia. It stirs passions, and life's about passion, doing something you love, like coaching at Marshall University.
Man, they say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Keep doing what you love, Coach. I appreciate you visiting with us, and enjoy this run in the tournament as long as it lasts.
Well, you come on down here and go Herd.